Hello students, good morning. We have completed our first part of unit 1, that is data handling using pandas 1. It is divided into 3 parts: data handling using pandas 1, then pandas 2, then data visualization. Out of these 3 parts, we have completed its first part, data handling using pandas 1. Maximum marks question will be raised from this unit. Total marks will be 30. Most probably 10 marks question will be asked from data handling using pandas 1. So student, plan accordingly, learn each and everything. In examination, not too much complex question will be asked, but in general sense, how you can use such functionality which is given as part of data handling using pandas 1 will be asked in your examination, like creation of series or creation of data frame, accessing data from the series or from the data frame, modification of data in series or in data frame, searching and sorting of data in series or data frame, performing mathematical operation over series data or over data frame data. So, not being too much complex for preparation, but basic functions which are given to perform such operation to be in your mind, so that you can write relevant program easily. We have covered these data handling using pandas 1. We have completed introduction to Python libraries. First part is pandas and second part is matplotlib. Pandas is used to handle the data for the purpose of data science, whereas matplotlib is used to display the data in graphical form. So that will be done practically in data visualization part, its third part of first unit. Then after we learned the types of the object or data structure available in pandas, there are two data structures available in pandas. One is series and another one is data frame. Because we have gone through the whole context, now we are familiar that what is the purpose of series and what is the purpose of data frame. Series is used to store the data serially on any single attribute, whereas in data frame, data are stored in the form of virtual table, where we can store data with the help of dictionary, list, scalar value, or any CSV file. Then after we can retrieve the data from data frame. Similarly, we can retrieve the data from series. Then in series we learned creation of series from NumPy array, from dictionary, from scalar value. We have learned how to perform mathematical operation and use header and head and tail function and selecting and slicing the data from the series. Then after we learned how we can create data frame. We can create data frame using dictionary, using list of dictionary, then from text or CSV file. Then how we can iterate over the data of data frame. Then addition, selection, deletion, rename operation we have covered. How to rename the column name, how to retrieve the data from header part or from the tail part. Then iteration over the data frames rows. Then renaming the label. Then indexing boolean value that was true and false like that. Then joining operation, merging operation. At last we learned concatenation and importing and exporting data of CSV file. So student, it's not so much hard to learn these things, because we just have to utilize the object and methods available in those objects. Otherwise we do not have to write too much complex program. So student, what you have to do, you have to remind the number of functions which can be used with the help of series or with the help of data frame. I instruct all the student to write down the name of the methods available in the data frame as well as available in the series, and practice and learn the syntax of those methods, so that you can use the series or data frames data structure easily as per your requirement, as per the requirement of the project or application you are going to develop. Okay, I once again revise the whole content. There are two parts. Before starting of data handling using Pandas 1, in depth in the syllabus, it is given to know about the library Pandas and Matplotlib, and Pandas library is used to handle the data, to retrieve the data, to perform the operation over the data and return the data. There are two important packages which are used with Pandas, that is NumPy and Matplotlib. Now how we can install Pandas? That is very easy. Either we can install Anaconda or any such ID which provide us the facility to write down program, maybe inbuilt there Pandas, or another method is installation of Pandas with the help of pip command. And one additional method I have given you, that you can search the online compiler over the net, where some of them have inbuilt Pandas. You can use python.mykbase.in, that code tester part, where it is also available. You do not have to install Python or Pandas, you just have to write the code and execute those code. Your program will be executed. Now what is series? Series is just like a one-dimensional array where data is stored in the one-dimension form. The basic feature of series are that homogeneous data are stored. It means similar type of data are stored. Size is immutable, means once the series is created with 5 elements, its size will remain 5, and if you want to increase or decrease the size of any such series, you have to create another series, a new series. It will change in place. Then values of data mutable. It means once the data, suppose we are having the series with elements 78, 45, 12, 89 and 56. Now we want to change the data of 45. It can be changed because value of data are mutable. Then another data structure of Pandas is data frame. We can create table like structure or two-dimensional array like structure and store the data in column and row manner, where data are in heterogeneous data. Generally it is tried that column and data under a same column will be of homogeneous type. That name, under name, student name, you will write all student names only. Under class you will write only class. But if we think about whole data frame. In that case, data are heterogeneous. Then size is mutable, means once the data frame is created, its size can be increased, its size can be decreased, and once the data is stored, it can be changed later on. Now next thing we learn, we now know that what is series. Series is a continuous manner of data. How we can create series? Series can be created with the help of array, dictionary, or with the help of scalar value. How we can create series with the help of array, or before learning of creation of series with the help of array, we can create empty series also, where there we do not have to pass any value, just we have to call the method dot series. It will create a series and it will be blank. Now if we want to create the series with the help of numpy array, we can create numpy array first with passing some value as list, and that numpy array can be passed inside the series method. So series can be created with those data which are being passed inside it. Either it can be dictionary, or it can be numpy array, or it can be any scalar value. We just have to pass this type of value inside the series method. And we want to write the indexing, we want to change the indexing. By default its index start from 0, 1, 2, 3, but if we want to change the indexing, it can be possible with the help of index attribute. We just have to pass index attribute along with the list of values. There can be any string, that can be any number which are assigned as a label. Then we learned addition and means mathematical operation. Series mathematical operation is possible. Data of same length should be there. Just like in this example, S and T are the two series, and we are performing addition operation. The value of two series will be added. So if we display the value of U, first it will display addition of data of similar row position 1 plus 1, it is 2, then 4, then 7, and we perform multiplication operation. It means 1 multiply 1, it is 1, then 2 multiply 2, it is 4, and then 3 multiply 4, it is 12. So addition, multiplication, subtraction, sub and multiply, such type of methods are also available. You can use mathematical operator also. So it's very easy to perform math operation over series. Then if you want to extract some part of the data, upper part of the data, that is also possible with the help of head method. You just have to pass the maximum limit. Suppose you are passing 3, it means it will start from 0 index position to 0, 1 and 2. But if you are assigning labels, it will go up to third label. Okay. Similarly, tail method is there. It will start from third last, and then second last, and then first, it means last element. It will be in the same order. Then if you want to perform the slicing of the data, that is also possible. That can be done with slicing, just similar to slicing of list elements. You just have to pass colon sign. If you are not passing, if you want to access the data of exact location, then you just have to pass the single index. Whereas if you want to access multiple data, then you have to pass colon sign and then large index position, and before colon sign it's the beginning of the series. So in the first example, we are trying to print s of 0, it means 0 index position value will be displayed. Then print s and then colon sign and 3. We are not passing the beginning position, that's why it will start from 0, then 1 and 2. 0, 1 and 2, it means it will display the value of a, b and c element. Then after we are passing minus 3, it will start from minus 3, then minus 2, then like that. Okay. Similarly, retrieving data using label as index, we can pass the label also, and we can retrieve the data just based on the label. But what you have to remind here, that you have to pass it as the list inside the series, as the list inside the series. That's why there are double square brackets. Now next thing we learned, that was LOC, ILOC and IX. IX is deprecated, whereas LOC and ILOC is available. L for label, based on the label we can access the data, based on the index position we can access the data. ILOC means index position. So in this example we are seeing that we are trying to retrieve the data starting from 0 index to 2 index position, because we are passing last element as 3. But if we are using only LOC, it will search the third label, and the third label exists at the 3 and then 3 6 and 7, the third position, third last position. So it will start from 49, then 48, 47, 46, 45, 1 2 3 like that. Or okay, so label searches the exact values or label also. Okay, I think it's enough for today. All part of the series is completed. Okay.